Welcome to DRAWGA, where we tell a dumb story
with even dumber drawings.
I am your story master, Caldwell Tanner.
I'm your halfling rogue, Legsy Shortstack, Nathan Yaffe.
I'm Jacob Andrews, also the bone mage, Regina.
And I'm Julie LePetite, also rah'oxah, your number one punch girl.
Number one punch girl, the Eladrin fighter herself. Y'all, it's time again to dive into the sacred pages of Dungeons and Drawing. Are y'all ready?
Yeah.
Very much.
We left on such a cliffhanger last time.
It's cliffhangers all around. We're in rocky territory, and it's only going to get rockier. It's time for me, of course, to put on my famed recap cap and recap the story. You can see I'm wearing it right now. It's very tall. It's velvet. I got multiple sets of goggles on it, a little smokestack, and then there's actually just a TV screen. And then when I pull this lawnmower lever, the recap plays on the hat. Are y'all watching this?
Yeah, it's incredibly elaborate. You could have just told us what happened.
No. All right, everyone, I'm just gonna go ahead and I'll narrate what's happening on my hat for the viewers at home. But you just watch what's happening on the hat.
Yeah.
Moments after learning the secret of Daryl's murder, the Ladies' Book Club is accosted by the very culprit himself, a clattering bone clown by the name of Pukanichi. He ambushes them and absconds with Daryl's partner and their employer, Francis. In order to get him back and finally get paid, the girls are left with no choice but to hunt down the tiny skeleton's hooded accomplice. With some sketchy help from their addle-minded adult infant friend, the girls learn that the identity of the hooded figure is none other than Hollis Quirt, Daryl's Lego-headed former butler. The girls pursue Hollis into the heart of the nearby Mega Plaza shopping center, finally catching him outside of everyone's favorite gastropod trading post, Rebecca Estes' horrible snails. Knowing he's surrounded, Hollis takes Rebecca herself hostage. Now the girls must find a way to safely apprehend the semi-Scottish menace, but how? Let's take a look at the poll. All right, I'm going to pull up our poll, and this is great. Normally, I think there's like a clear-cut winner, but this one, we have two options that are 100% neck and neck. We've got call for backup and sneak around, back, and ambush, and I'm pleased to announce that call for backup has pulled ahead.
They irked
through. They are neck and neck, just two big, beautiful, beefy necks rubbing up against each other. Giving each other a lot of skin friction. But Call for Backup has won. It has 36.76%, and Sneak Around, Back, and Ambush has 36.22%. That's 1841 votes versus 1814 votes.
It's a lot of votes.
It's a lot of votes, but it's a narrow victory for Call for Backup. So that is the strategy that you girls have decided to put into place.
We need more. We need more people.
We need more people, or maybe a way to get rid of some of our excess inventory. You decide. I'm ready to get right into it. Let's call for backup.
Let's call for backup.
But before we can call for backup, we got to roll for initiative. Okay, I'm rolling for Nathan first. Ooh, Nathan, you got a 19.
Nice.
Wow.
Now I'm rolling for Jacob. Jacob, you got a 6.
Oh, come on.
I'm sorry, dude. And now I'm rolling for Julia. Oh, you got a 9.
Nice.
6'9", baby.
6'9".
Hey.
Nice.
1969, the horniest year on record.
Until 2069.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
God, I hope I live to see the day when the horny aliens come and we all have a big orgy in space. Okay, so Nathan, you're up first. Do you want to summon a character or do you want to defer?
Well, here's a fun thing. I don't have any summoning powers. I do have a lot of, I've got 2 dollops. I've got 2 dentist dollops.
Everybody that watches the show knows that we stick to the rules pretty hard and fast. I've got my DRAWGA master manual in front of me. I'm researching what's allowed and what's not. But I think that we could fudge the details a little bit, Nathan. I'm looking at your items.
Yeah.
I'm gonna offer you a couple of deals here.
Okay, deal me in.
Number 1, you could combine the 2 dentist dollops.
Just to make a dentist?
Sculpt that into a mini dentist. Or you could use a dentist dollop on Jeffers the Spider Pal. Or I would even allow you to take the dentist dollop, put it on the Wiki Tiki, and randomly generate a superhero with that genetic goo.
Ooh, that's fun.
Do you want to try that?
I'll generate a superhero with one of my dentist dollops on the Wiki Tiki, and I'll save the other dentist dollop for later.
Nice. All right, I'm going to remove those items from your register.
Okay, so...
They're not allowed to be stronger than me.
So I gotta look up... The superpower wiki.
Nathan, you should know you never make a deal with the dungeon master. It's going to have an ironic twist.
If I was an actual dungeon master, this would be a bad idea. But this is a dumb game about drawing, so
So it's all fine.
I'm not going to make you do like a wisdom saving throw. You can just combine these things and it'll be funny.
Here we go. My random power is the ability power activation. The ability to activate latent powers.
Okay.
That's amazing.
That's so perfect. All right.
Unlock our true potential.
So I'm gonna summon someone who can unlock all of our powers.
Wow. This is OP in ways I didn't think were even possible.
Okay,
This is
so-
beyond OP. Y'all are each getting a superpower. Shit.
Oh, this is rad.
Here I go.
So are you gonna draw this superhero, this power activation lad, or
Let me draw it. Here
I
it
feel like I'd
comes.
be super bitter if my only power was to make everyone else have really good powers.
Well, I guess you get the abilities, and you get the abilities.
Yeah, whatever. Go have fun,
What
you
about
guys.
my true potential?
I'll just be here, I guess. Don't worry about me.
that's such a good anime trope though. I feel like you're awakening the power of your friends. That's so important.
That would be like Deku's ability if he was born with one.
Exactly. You're you're everyone's cheerleader. It's so good. Is this looks like Legsy though?
Yeah, this is Legsy summoning him.
Oh, great. Oh, perfect. I guess in fiction, what you've done is you've taken this lump of goo that your friend gave you and you just put it on a book.
We're all looking at you like,
No, I put it on a tiki.
Oh yeah, it's not a book. It's like a tiki. You just got your statue all gooey.
I got my statue all gooey.
And that's what you scream as you do it. I made my wiki tiki very steaky, and you do a little dance, and from it comes forth. Do you have a name for this hero yet?
No, because I'm having trouble drawing Legsy.
Fair enough.
I'd like to think that Legsy's items were all just like in her bag and the goo spilled on the tiki and she like got it out and was like, oh, come on. It's everywhere.
Yeah, it's like when you have like a candy bar in your bag or something, and then like it's the end of the day. Or no, when you have like a banana up in there, and you're like, ah, dang, I forgot about this banana.
Now my whole bag smells like old, gross banana.
Yeah, and your like social studies notes are ruined.
Now I'll fail the big test.
But then the teacher's like, one question: what do bananas smell like?
What do bananas smell
This
like?
is the final.
And everyone's like, I didn't study for that. Dang, I never did eat a banana though. And then you, because you had fun and you lived an adventurous life, and that's what true knowledge is all about.
A life full of nanners. Truly a blessed existence.
A life well nannered. Did you ever have any professors or teachers that actually did that?
Had a banana quiz?
Yes. Specifically, did you have any banana quizzes in school?
No banana quizzes.
I meant if you ever had a teacher that did that, like if you don't read the first line of the test, you miss like a crucial instruction and you instantly fail. That sort of goof.
Yeah, I remember that junk. Or it was like if you read the first like bit, you would realize you didn't have to do like half the stuff on the test.
I never had that, but I had teachers that it was really cheap. I had like one or two teachers that would like give you extra credit if you like drew something or like did some extra bonus stuff.
Oh yeah, I had all sorts of shenanigans like that.
Yeah. Oh no, it was in my biology class. If you drew like I don't know, mitochondria in the bonus section, you get bonus points. And I was like, hell yeah, I can whip out a mitochondria, no problem.
I had a science teacher that gave bonus points if we sang a Neil Young song one time. So I had to learn who Neil Young was and then sing a song.
Just the cadre of talented individuals shaping the minds of young America. Good job, teachers.
I just drew on like everything I did just in case. Like sometimes a teacher would just like it and give me bonus points.
Mm-hmm. Would you draw like a flattering portrait of them?
Yeah, it was a lot of nudes of the teacher, like in really sexy poses, and they just loved it. They were all about it.
I specifically remember I had a teacher where I got extra credit because I drew like caricatures of everyone in the class as animals.
That seems right.
Yeah, and they were just hanging up in the classroom. I don't know fucking anything about geometry, though, so joke's on him, I guess.
Nathan, I enjoy this pose very much. I'm excited to see who she is summoning. Do you have any ideas?
Okay, so here's something.
Yes.
Here's an idea.
Here it comes.
It's an encouraging. It's supposed to be like someone who encourages us to unlock our true potential, right?
Right. This is Potenchi.
This is Potenchi.
Potenchi Muyo.
You beat me to it, you bastard. You fool. While you are summoning this, Hollis has retreated into the shop with Rebecca.
Yeah, there were some like stealth options, and we're just like, nah, fuck it.
We're going to loudly summon a bunch of shit outside.
We have never been sneaky in our lives.
Yeah, y'all just put on a full 4th of July fireworks display right out front. But while y'all are doing this, Hollis is shouting demands and just kind of general derision in your direction. And our audience has been kind enough to provide us some lines, so I'm going to read a couple of those now.
Oh, great.
While you're summoning this, Hollis screams, "I'm not going to let go of this hostage! Get it, Lego? It's like a pun!"
Oh,
Oh,
Lego.
I don't like that one.
And while you're doing this, Nathan, Hollis does scream, "What are you doing in my squamp?"
Oh.
So,
Oh, Hollis sucks.
yeah, Hollis is not great. Hollis is losing major points on every
I'm
side.
glad that he can laugh about his own stupid beadhead, though.
Here's one more. "Listen, you blaggarts. I've no 3 minutes what for getting on my way, so you'd best be crawling off before my wick lights." And that comes from Quick Draw Crobat. Some very authentic Scottish, it seems.
Yeah, it seems that way.
All right.
I don't know what it means, but I feel threatened.
Hey, Nathan, what's going on with this head?
I'm trying to design it.
Okay.
Ooh, Nathan, I don't want to step on your toes, but it seemed like you were going to do like a weird skull on top of this like very fancy magical girl body, which seems like pretty on brand for Legsy. It looks like you were drawing Red Skull for a second.
He's got something in mind.
Is this what Hisoka looks like?
More or less.
Almost.
All right.
Ooh, look at that high collar.
With that pose, I almost want him to come out like a bird.
Yeah. Just flies away, 2 thumbs up.
I don't think that whoever this person is, I don't think they speak. I think that they just like give you this thumbs up and then they just disappear and you find yourself imbued with properties.
You know, I want one of those anime, like, they turn very slowly to you and then they give you that very animated thumbs up, but when the thumb comes up, it just goes, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so it's...
Is this like...
But he didn't say
Is
it.
this like all blart?
It might
Oh my
be.
God.
It might be all Blart. I think what happened is, so I went to, because I was still part of the Blart stack. So I think what happened is Blart got in there when I smashed the Wiki Tiki and the.
We just gave Paul Blart a new form, and now
Every episode he
he
changes.
rescinded yet again. Holy!
He's going to become the new
fuck.
god of this realm.
Oh my God!
He's already in the mall, which is his like
Domain.
domain.
This is amazing. Paul Blart is going to be the god of this universe by the end of this adventure.
He's going to be the final boss.
Yeah. Nathan, you started off this drawing feeling so gross about your original Legsy pose, and this turned out phenomenally.
This is wonderful, yeah. I'm having a great time.
Yeah, who knew that if you get some goo on your friend, you could make them so much more powerful? Oh, perfect. Yes. Yes, yes, yes.
Oh, it's good. It's good.
Oh my god!
Like All Might, can All Blart only maintain this form for a certain amount of time?
Yeah, I think so. That otherwise it would be OP.
Yeah, exactly. I think I'm gonna have to force you to draw the like emaciated Blart as well.
Oh, yeah, I do want to see that.
I'll do that later, and we can just have the image come in.
Yeah, that seems smart.
'Cause we do need to move on.
Mhm.
I keep erasing and redrawing because I want this to be good.
You could have just made a generic superhero, but you combined it into something even more. And I'm feeling personally inspired.
You
Yeah.
goofed, I want this on a shirt!
Yeah.
I think that we can all agree this is incredibly plus ultra.
Yeah.
I'm ready to go beyond. I want to punch a wall and see what happens.
We've just got some legs flying out because that's
He
what
has
happens.
some
when...
Werica smash.
Somewhere can smash, yeah. Yeah, did you guys know that the place is called Somewhereica? We did add that into the lore in the comics.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Yeah, that's where they're from.
We
is
needed a name,
Somewhere.
and that's what we came up with.
That's so great. We got to do a map consultation at some point.
Yeah.
There's going to be a ladies book club comic series. Which do you want to talk about it a bit?
Yeah, we're there's going to be 10 volumes in kind of the first run of it. Maybe more. We don't know yet. And we're having each one drawn by a different female artist.
Mm-hmm.
We already have a few of them that are done, and they're so good.
They look so good.
And me and Julia and Tony are writing them all. And that's pretty much it.
And sometimes I'm there and I look over and see the art and I'm like, that looks good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nathan says that looks good, and
That's
then
my
we know it's good.
contribution.
My contribution is that I'm going to come to the office in a month when I'm visiting New York and steal all the copies so I can enjoy them for myself.
Oh, I already stole you a stack. They're in my desk. I meant to mail them to you.
I will come to collect them.
You get a whole stack.
I feel so inspired by this all blart.
So he's going to unlock all of our potential as well as his own.
All right, so I guess what's going to happen now is when Regina and rah'oxah go, we're going to use the wiki tiki again, and they're going to get to add a superpower to whoever they summon.
Oh, cool.
That's what you have done. You've done like a support cast here.
I love being a support caster.
Exactly. So like I don't think that you've done anything to impact Hollis Court.
No, I'm setting us up.
But now, yeah, when rah'oxah and Regina go, they're going to get to add a superpower to whatever character they summon, which is going to be very good.
That's very exciting.
rah'oxah, are you ready to go, or do you want to defer?
I can go.
Do it up.
Unless Regina wants to go first.
I mean, I know what I'm going to do if you want to go last.
Why don't you go then? rah'oxah forgot what she has. She's got to rummage in DJ a little bit to figure out what she's got.
Roxa's still sorting through all the maces that she got for Tiffany.
Okay, so I'm up. So the one item I have that I think will be the best for this is the IG Endive,
Oh yeah.
Nice.
which I believe would let me summon something from a game reviewed lower than a 2.
Yes.
I believe was the thing. So I've looked up a list of some of the worst reviewed games.
Oh my God.
On Metacritic. The one I found that I think is the one I'm going to go with. The number one worst reviewed game, it has an 8 on Metacritic, 8% out of 100, is a game called Big Rigs Over the Road Racing.
Wait,
Are
are you just gonna summon a truck?
Yes, I am. But I need to read for you an excerpt from this article.
Okay.
It says, Big Rigs was released unfinished with no sound, no collision detection, and a physics engine clearly designed in another plane of existence. You can't even lose the game, as each race ends with a man standing next to the words, "Your winner."
You have to give that big rig a superpower is the thing.
Yes. So it's sort of like an intangible glitch truck.
An impossible glitch truck.
Glitch truck piloted by a man that screams, "Your winner."
So are you designing a whole big rig or just that man?
It's going to be both.
I want you to start drawing, and then we're gonna add in the superpower halfway through your drawing.
Okay.
So start drawing this phantom truck.
This the intangible phantom truck. I'm just gonna start with truck shape.
Breaker 19, we got an impossible glitch truck kind of sliding down the road. It does not seem to have collision detection. It is clipping through all sorts of gas stations and amusement park. Life gets lonely on the open road when you're carrying in a cargo of low poly rendered bananas.
The thing is that you entirely could get a superpower for your big rig truck that just makes it a bad transformer.
Oh
yeah.
Oh, I really hope so.
Or a very good transformer.
No, it's a glitch truck. It's gonna be real bad.
Oh, wow. Yeah. I'm sure that there's a comic book or a show where the Transformers do get like a glitch virus and just kind of transform all wrong. That'd be fun, though. They just like turn into like a bunch of little trucks.
Based on the graphics that I saw, it's pretty low poly, so I'm gonna stick with that.
That's the
sort of
excuse you're
aesthetic
going with?
here. The wheels are like square.
Hell yeah. What system was this for?
I'm gonna look this
Yeah,
up.
look it up, Julia. Give us some more
what
info.
is it called?
Big Rigs Over the Road Racing.
Over the road.
Big
They don't race on the road.
Over-
They race over the road.
Yeah, because there's no collision detection, so they're just kind of floating.
Goodness, it's by Activision.
This was right before they acquired Blizzard.
It was released for the PC
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
in
nice.
2003.
Right.
The cover art is a truck smashing into the front of a police vehicle.
Oh,
Nice.
no.
18 wheels of thunder is the byline here. Your winner. I'm seeing the your winner thing right now. It has 3 handles on this trophy.
The box art for this is just a psychotic demon truck murdering a cop.
Yeah.
Can't abide that.
Listen, man, Big Rigs over the road racing goes beyond what you think is possible for a big truck to
I
do.
scrolled so minimally on my screen and it just went to all of the glitches. There's one where it's like in a store. Another one where it's just there is no ground anymore.
I'm seeing one where it does look like you're kind of driving on an infinite gray plane.
Yes.
And I think that's probably like the heaven level where you ascend.
The ascendancy level. Big Rigs ascendancy.
You're trucking in the afterlife.
Oh, look at this strong truck.
Yeah, some of the parts aren't in the right spot. Like, here's the rear view. There's one of them. Here's another one.
Nice.
Jacob, is Regina driving the truck?
I don't think so. I think it's too dangerous.
Wait a second. Sorry. So the paragraph on its own box, on the back of the box, just said, "From the desert to the plains, you'll be hauling loads and trying to stay one step ahead of the law."
What?
Transporting.
Am I hauling illegal loads?
I bet it's like that song Convoy, where the load isn't illegal, you just don't want to pay the toll.
Oh.
Okay, fair.
Or it could be like a Fast and the Furious situation where you've got just so many illegal DVD players up in there.
Hold on. 3 levels of variety of wicked challenges, including ultimate traffic stopper, a police roadblock.
Ultimate traffic stopper. Never has there been a more exciting series of words.
It's so libertarian. It's like, the police want to tax you for your load.
Not these loads, coppers.
4 big rig trucks with trailers, a whole 4 of
4
them.
trucks?
4 unique routes, including desert, forest, plains, and cities.
It's got a surprisingly rich backstory. You're a trucker whose dying son desperately wants a load.
All I want before I die is to get to see one load.
One huge load.
One big freaking load.
Papa, please.
These wheels are just everywhere.
Yeah, the wheels are all over the place.
Good luck trying to stop me with a blockade, copper. I've got collision detection turned off.
God, that's such a funny thing. Just to be like, nice try, and you press a button, and instead of NOS, it just turns off collision detection.
You just slide through everything.
You just phase through everything, yeah.
I think my favorite line here is, "Get ready for some brick jamming, CB talking, convoy rolling action across America."
Brick jamming?
A brake jam.
Brake
Brake jamming.
The brakes are gonna jam.
I don't want to jam the brakes.
And
these things,
CB talking. You were just talking on a radio.
Yeah, I'm curious about CB talking. Is it like, do you think there's dialogue trees? You get to like romance
This
other
is like
truckers?
the Mass Effect of
Yeah.
truck driving game.
They didn't.
That's a good idea,
The reason
dude.
why they didn't have time to get any of the physics engine going is because they fell very deep into all of the romance options in the CB radios.
Jacob, I've got your superpower suggestion whenever you're ready.
Okay, I want to add a little Gina like cruising on the top of this thing.
Nice.
Oh, nice. Like a Teen Wolf in it?
Yeah, she's
Should
gonna
be cruising on top or like cruising through it.
she's like she's like jammed halfway through it. Like one leg is like coming out here.
Oh,
She's like, "What have I done?"
Gina, she's merging with the truck. All right, you do that. I'm
It was a mistake.
Someone get me out.
She tried to Teen Wolf it, but she became Teen Truck.
Oh no, we did Turbo Teen again.
Oh no.
All right, Jacob. Are you ready?
Almost. Let me get the little head part in here.
I can't hold on to it any longer. It's so good.
Yeah, I'll do it quick.
Do it quick. Yeah, again, this is Gina has joined with the glitch force.
She just kind of has a look on her face like, oh, come on. You kidding me with this?
Life's a glitch, then you die.
There we go.
Jonathan, this is serious. I'm part of the truck.
Jonathan's one of the wheels now.
I'm feeling trucky. Like Lucky, get it?
I get it. I get it.
It's been a while since I've said anything. I just wanted to be part of something.
Jonathan's driving the truck.
Breaker 19.
I think we broke everything. Wait, all right. So are they driving anywhere near the building or like
They're everywhere and nowhere all at once.
Okay. I like to think, they start driving towards the building and then instantly just start floating up into the sky.
Yeah, they sink into the ground, appear out of a wall. It's impossible to follow.
It's like in The Flash when you enter the Speed Force or whatever. This is the Truck Force.
This is the Truck Force. Yeah, they're part of it now.
Jacob, it's time for your superpower. It's time for you to unleash this truck's true form with animal mode.
No.
The power
animal
to
mode.
Assume a form with animal-like abilities, traits, powers, and skills.
Oh, Christ, dude. What have you done?
Yeah, dude.
Oh, my God. Okay.
You got to make this truck into an animal truck. You got what you wished for. This is its Transformers Beast mode. This is Beast Wars, dude.
Well, we're going to get some horns.
That's good.
Straight away.
Oh, that's rad.
Some big old bull horns on this guy.
Wait a minute. Are those horns?
Oh, my God. The Bone Regard fusion. It's here.
Give it the mustache.
Here's the
Give it the mustache. Yes.
Unleashing this thing has broken the rules of reality.
rah'oxah is eating a sandwich in the background and has lost all trace of the narrative here. She's very confused, but she's enjoying it.
So Bone Regard has evolved into Big Regard.
Big regard. There's one eye. Here's the other eye.
Is it permanent? We'll see.
God, I hope not.
Imagine them driving back to college in this. And they just open the back and it's filled with all of the people we had to summon during this journey.
This is the equivalent of like the airship you get in a video game. This is your bone car that you can use to store all your shit.
When Beauregard gets tired, he does the All Might thing as well, but it's just an emaciated truck.
It's like a little Tonka toy.
Yeah.
I think this is permanent. Maybe he can get control over it and be a better truck one day, but we'll see. What do you imagine that Big Regard does to Hollis Court? How does this glitch truck try to resolve the hostage situation we have going on?
Well, I think an issue that we're going to run into pretty quick is that Big Regard is intangible. He has no collision detection.
Right.
So I think that most of this is all like smoke and mirrors. It's a big like show.
It's an illusion spell.
It's shooting through walls. It's coming out of the ceiling. It's breaking apart and coming back together. Everything's flashing and glitching. And Hollis is just like, what the actual fuck is going on?
What he actually says is, what the ever-loving Bumblefront?
Bumblefront?
And after that, his voice gets a little hoarse and he says, do any of you have a throat lozenge?
Okay, this is just about done.
This is fantastic and glorious, and Hollis is definitely intimidated, I would say. I think you've really presented an alley-oop situation for Regina here. For rah'oxah, I mean.
Yeah, I don't think Regina wanted this. I don't think this is what she expected, but she's kind of making the most of it. She's got a little shrug going on. She's like, well,
it is what it is.
What can you do, you know? Them's the breaks.
Them's the breaks.
There you go, Jonathan. Okay, this is done. Julia, you want to hop in?
Yeah.
I just want to say that Jonathan says them's the breaks and says, no, really, them's the breaks. Over there. We can't stop.
I don't have feet.
All right, rah'oxah, it's your time to shine. Do you know what you're going to do? Who are you going to summon?
I'm going to summon my dad.
Oh!
Yeah.
Is it Poppy time?
It's Poppy time.
Daddy time.
The other girls, they got their good summons in there. We don't really need anything else.
Well, I mean, they haven't actually done anything to...
No, that's all right.
We've made a lot of sound and a lot of noise.
Okay, real talk. rah'oxah's run out of Sammys.
Oh, no.
So she's kind of hoping her dad will come in and, like, make her some.
Bring some more.
Yeah.
The infinite void of Demon Johnny has run out of sandwiches.
Yeah.
The philosopher's sandwich has run dry.
Yeah, it's just, she gets hungry.
Understandable.
She's got a little smile.
She's a big fan of her dad.
Now, yeah, we've talked about rah'oxah's dad a little bit. What is his... you were saying that he's not a fighter, correct?
He's a library keeper that has doors that open to where they're holding, like demons and monsters and things, but he's not really into fighting. He's just kind of there to take care of the books.
So he's a magic librarian?
Yeah.
That's cool as hell is what I'm getting at.
Oh, Demon Johnny's happy to see him too.
He's a good dude.
You're not using the skin suit yet.
No.
Okay.
I'll give him the skin suit if we're really in trouble, but like hostage situation's probably fine.
That's low stakes for Rah'oxah. Is your dad gonna get a random superpower though from Allblart?
Your
Yeah.
dad's gonna be so confused.
He's gonna see this super powered magical girl with a mustache, and he's just gonna feel overwhelmed with emotion and power.
Yeah.
He's very encouraging of his daughter's, antics and things. I think he's just gonna be happy that she has friends
Aw.
that like really understand her and get her.
Yeah, do you think that Rah'oxah maybe had trouble making friends earlier on in her life?
Yeah, I mean, she didn't really care to have friends. She already had Lexi and Regina. She doesn't really need anything else.
Have you? All right, now maybe this is something that you answer in the comics, but do we know how they first met? Like, they went to school together.
They did go to school. They're neighbors.
Oh, that's fun.
They all
Yeah.
live in the same town.
Of course, in Somewhereica, which I guess is within the larger continent of Fantasyville. Or no, I guess it'd probably be the other way around.
Something like that.
Yeah, Fantasyville is in Somewhereica. There we go. We got it.
It's an incorporated township.
Now, I do have the next superpower ready. So when you want it, just hit me, because it's a doozy.
I just like, I
Okay.
love that you've just like, you sit down just ready to catch up. It's like, they got it.
They're good.
There's Allblart. Thethere's just this truck going crazy, but
she
not
also doesn't really
causing
understand what's going on.
any damage.
What's going on up there? Do I smell meatball parmesan?
Yeah, if I were Hollis and I looked out the window and saw giant magical girl Blart, a truck glitching in and out of the geometry of the world, and then in the middle of it all, Rox just sitting there having coffee with her dad, I'd probably give it up.
Hollis screams, I can't go back to snail jail.
You can hit me with that power whenever you want. I'm ready to draw Dad.
Okay, all right. This is probably going to impact your drawing a little bit. Your superpower is explosion vision.
It's gonna make reading books hard.
Yeah, I know. This is not a good career power
This
for
is
your
like
father.
it's like a Twilight Zone episode. All he wants to do is read books, but every
Everything he
time
looks
he
at
holds
explodes.
Dang it. There was time now.
it was finally.
You can't do anything. I guess maybe your dad. What's your dad's name?
We didn't consider that.
We did.
Because we could. It's time to come up with a name. It's time to name that dad. It's time once again for name that dad. Let's see. If your name is Rah'oxah,
Is it Ronald?
it could be Ronald.
I feel like it's Phil, but it's spelt with like a
With a Y,
FYLLE.
Yeah.
E.
His name is Phil Collins.
No.
Fillard.
Fillard.
Hi there.
Full name Fillard.
Hi there. My name's Fillard.
Fillard Millmore.
No, not the conservative duck. Get him out of here. Julia, do you like Fillard?
Fillard's fine. Yeah. It's a little duck-like, but it's good.
I think he goes by Phil, though.
He rejects Fillard.
Fillard is what, that was his dad's name.
Fillard was my father. Call me Phil.
Please, Fillard is a bad name. Call me Phil.
Oh, but he's got a cool trendy hairdo.
I'd like
Yeah.
to think that this is the haircut he's always had, and it was like trendy and like, the equivalent of the 60s, and now it's like come back around, kind of
Yeah.
like hairstyles today.
Eladrin hairstyles never go out of style. They just age super slow.
Right. I guess they live a long time, right?
Yeah, they can see the trends.
Do elves have to get haircuts?
What do you mean?
Like, does their hair grow slowly too, since they age super slowly?
I feel like every time I see a fictional elf, they have really long hair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think they just don't cut it, but maybe Phil does.
That's so gross. Elrond has never gotten a haircut. His hair must be disgusting.
Yeah, it's all split ends.
Yeah. Unless, I mean, like, maybe I don't know what their hair care method is. Maybe they're the only race that shampoos.
They've got elven cosmetic magic for all that stuff.
Oh, okay, that's probably true. There's just one real dandruffy elf. Just like, I don't know, my hair is just real gross. I want to cut it. They won't let me.
Please.
Let me cut my hair. I hate this. I hate having a long ass braid. Just let me get a fucking buzz cut.
Does no one else think this sucks? Am I the only one?
I can't be the only one that doesn't. My head is hot.
It's warm here in our like immaculate glade.
Yeah, I hate having to have a beehive hairdo. We live at the damn beach. Oh yeah. What book's he bringing?
Well, he was in the middle of tending to the library when we summoned him, so he's just like he's gonna be holding just some random monster tome, I feel like.
Do the tomes, is it like a Myst scenario where the monsters are imprisoned inside the tomes?
I feel like there's some, like the weaker ones can be put into tomes, and then, the bigger ones have to kind of be, shoved into those doors.
They got to go into the demon prison, which my dad presides over.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's also kind of how we know each other.
Do your dads work together?
Kind
Yeah,
of. Different
kind of.
departments.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just in the same building.
My dad makes mannequins.
I like that. All right, so it's very strange to me that the library is also a monster jail. Is that robbing anyone else in a weird way, or no, that's just how it is?
I feel like the library is a place of, ancient and mystical knowledge, and a collection of that knowledge is very powerful.
Yeah, I wish that more libraries were also zoos. That's a good point.
Well, I mean, you can't go down and look at the demons.
No, okay.
If you're just coming to visit the library, that's frowned upon.
They already have the facility for housing all of this ancient magical lore. They figured it was, it could be repurposed to host some demons.
Right. They've got that whole downstairs area that's all musty anyway.
Yeah, no one's going down there anyway. It's the perfect place to make a dungeon.
It does go down for about 100 floors, just full of demons.
You're right. I guess just don't get lost in the library.
Yeah. You will die.
You will die. All right, so this is Phil coming to the rescue.
Oh, he's got a little ponytail, too.
I love
He
it.
does. Well, because he's a ladrin,
Rah'oxah, sweetie, oh my gosh, what's going on?
Oh, jeez.
I got your call. I went to White Castle right away.
Oh yeah, he should just. I kept this bag of sandwiches on me, just in case.
Yeah, I got
It's a big stinking bag.
these sandwiches for you, just like you like.
I kept all these nanners in my satchel.
Oh, darn. Would you look at that? Well, now I know what nanners smell like.
Got just a bunch of low poly nanners.
What is like the sandwich that Phil makes for Rah'oxah when she's having a bad day?
He makes this one. It's kind of weird, but it's like a childhood favorite. Or it's like a mixture of like nice toasted bread
Okay.
with roast beef and some mac and cheese on top, and then he just sandwiches that in one
Ooh,
big
nice.
Sammy. Yeah, and he makes the mac and cheese himself.
Ah. Does he make it from scratch or does he use craft?
No, he makes it himself.
Well,
Wow.
he crafts it.
Yeah,
Does-
he does
does he
craft.
use-
There's a
Which
very
craft?
complicated craft mac and cheese system.
He does. Yeah, it's it's a complex Minecraft and cheese. It's very like you need a lot of elements. He uses advanced cheese alchemy. Oh no!
Oh, is he missing an arm?
Yeah, he's been through it a little bit.
He's been through it. So this is like his retirement, maybe. Not retirement, but in his age, he's a librarian, but maybe he's got some backstory.
Right.
Well, I feel like one of the monsters may have gotten out and, been a little rowdy, which is why they had to beef up security with Regina's dad and stuff like that.
Listen, a lot happened before this narrative unfolds.
Yeah.
I think is what we're getting at. Does he not have like a prosthetic, or is this kind of like he likes to remind himself of what he's lost?
Well, sometimes he has a prosthetic, but he was like literally just putting books on a shelf. He didn't, you didn't really need it. He didn't think he was like adventuring.
He wasn't expecting
maybe-
to be here and also have explosive vision.
Yeah.
Maybe Quadzo made his prosthetic.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes.
The only arm he's ever made was for Rox's dad.
A special favor for an old friend. I think that they definitely went on an adventure together too. All three of these dads.
Oh, probably. There was probably a dad quest at some point.
Oh, man, I love these dads. I love these dads.
His dads are good.
We should do an episode with just these dads.
We just play our own dads.
Dad quest.
Dad quest. Oh shit, I'm writing it down.
We went from a ladies mostly focused group to an all dads.
It's ladies book club and I guess
All dads on deck.
I like it. I was gonna just say like dad's garage adventure, but yeah, that's good too. All dads on deck.
I'm sorry. His power was explosive vision.
Explosive vision, yes.
Okay.
All right.
He's concerned for sure. I just love how the love and affection that rah'oxah has for her dad and her dad only.
Yeah.
She's got a good supportive family.
I love it.
Well, she's
It's
also
wonderful.
supportive of the girls. Just,
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
You're supportive of your friends in different ways than you are with your family.
Yeah, but it's like that look she's giving, and she's like sitting down, and it's like clear that there's like a ritual here. I love it so much.
Yeah, she's only looked this happy one other time, and it was when she was on her dream date with
Demon Johnny, at the volcano.
And
Yeah.
when she met Hurt Reynolds.
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, when she met Hurt Reynolds.
Who you could have summoned. I would have allowed that.
That ain't no daddy.
That's very true.
Again, the girls got it. The girls got it. We don't need any more, firepower. We've got,
Got explosive vision.
we've got explosive vision and knowledge. He's also he's a smart dude. He can't really fight, but he's smart.
I always think about how we never bring up their mommies.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I was just considering how fun it would be if that's because their mommies are also on adventures all the time. Like the dads are at home doing the work, and the moms
Yes.
have a club where they go out.
They are professional adventurers for hire that are like, they're currently killing a god somewhere. They are like,
They're doing the high level shit.
Yeah, they're on some 20+ level epic quests.
Hey guys, how does explosive vision work?
Like that.
That looks good.
He just has like some short range, like oh no.
I like that. Yeah, you were picturing it as more of like a blast, which I like. I was picturing kind of like a Cyclops beam, but this is better. This is like,
Here's the thing. I've been watching
yeah.
My Hero Academia.
I was gonna say it's Bakugo power.
It's Bakugo,
But eyes.
but eyes. He's like, oh no.
Yeah, he clearly does not like this.
Yeah, he's like, well, listen, honey, I'm happy you called, but if you could explain, just give me a heads up with the eyes next time.
Yeah, do keep
before
your head
you do
up.
this to me.
Do not point your head down.
Yeah.
Role play a little bit. Like, what do they talk about?
Well, they have a few things to catch up on. He's like, hey, how's college going?
Mm-hmm.
If you needed money, you could have just asked.
Aw.
I would have given you money.
Does rah'oxah like fill him in on the current situation with this hostage and like with Hollis?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Has rah'oxah been paying enough attention to know what's going on?
No.
Okay. So
She
there's-
she fills in all of like the cool things that she's done, and then she mentioned that like Regina and Legsy have done some pretty cool things, and she's like, that guy, Blart, just he's nice.
Who's Blart, honey? Who's that?
That's the big old man above Legsy.
He used to be
right
a
now.
magical girl, and then before that he was just a mall cop, but kind of an elvish one.
Gosh, I'm just so glad you're making friends, hon. This is so wonderful. Oh,
You
this
seem
is
to
so
really
great.
be growing.
You know what? You gotta have this. You gotta have this Blart fellow over for dinner sometime. Well, we'll whip up some roast beefs. It'll be great. I'll make a whole plate of sandwiches. We'll put on one of our old favorite animes.
And I'm so glad that Legsy and Regina are here. I haven't seen them in so long. How you doing over there, girls?
Regina's screaming as the truck careens through reality.
Yeah, just like while this conversation's happening, explosions are just constantly coming out of
Yeah.
out of his eyes.
Yeah, I think that the explosions act as kind of a warning shot, letting Hollis know that the situation has gotten dire. So I think at this point, like, Hollis is just ready to give up. He's basically shouting stuff like, I'm really genuinely sorry for this. And my plan was a snail year.
Is that
Snail
is
year.
that man supposed to be Scottish? What's his deal, hon? What's going on with him?
It's very unclear. I was pressed to come up with a voice very quickly.
I feel like he needs some linguistic lessons. I probably have a book about that in the library. Just come see me afterwards and we'll...
So while you are catching up, Hollis does rush out with his hands in the air, ready to give up. If y'all are ready, you can go surround him and press him for more information.
Oh,
I'm good.
great! Just a full intimidation force. We did. We didn't need to hurt anybody.
We tried to be fair.
Yeah.
But none of us could pull it off successfully.
You guys go do that. I'm gonna eat.
Okay.
I'll save you some sandwiches. You just deal for it.
The explosion vision fades, and then you and your dad are just having a nice lunch.
Yeah.
And a daddy-daughter lunch. So you do that. Regina, Legsy, do y'all want to intimidate Hollis?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I crack my knuckles from afar.
Ah! Stay away! Oh, God, there's 2 of them now.
I go up to Hollis and I'm like, you saw that truck thing? I can do that anytime.
What the fuck was that?
I have total control over that, and I'll do it again to you.
Could you just, like, clearly specify what type of power that even is?
Nope. It's not for you to know, asshole.
What sort of magic is that?
It's some deep forbidden stuff. Don't worry about it.
Oh, gods. I give up, okay?
Vending machine magic.
Oh, the rarest kind of magic.
Listen, Hollis, we know you're the one behind Daryl's murder, and we know you're in league with the skeleton clown Pukanichi, and we want to know what you've done with Francis so that we can get paid and get back to school.
And finally get that damn drink.
And get a drink, yeah.
Fine, I yield. He starts breaking down and sobbing. It wasn't supposed to go this way. Pukanichi was going to be my masterpiece. Back when I was a necromancer, people would come from across the land to watch me bone clowns dance and juggle and play tricks on the rich.
Did they really come from across the land to see that?
Well, they came from across the state, from across the county at the very least.
All right, yeah.
Wait, I got a question.
Yeah, what's your question?
It sounds like you're about to get into it. Do you want a sandwich before you get started on this?
What kind of sandwich is that? Is that macaroni and cheese?
It is.
Oh.
It's a lot of carbs.
On a sandwich? You kidding me?
Yeah, Lexi, you want a sandwich?
Oh my God, yeah.
What about you, Regina? You want one?
I love sandwiches.
All right, so I'm going to give sandwiches to everyone.
Rebecca, do you want a sandwich too?
Oh, yeah, that'd be great. Oh, is that macaroni on there? Holy crap, that's amazing.
That salt might actually be good on...
Yeah, it's not too salty for you?
Yeah, it's like...
No salt for me, thank you.
All right.
I'm a snail.
That's fine. I'm going to put it on mine. I'm going to see how it feels.
Listen, I got to come clean. Life was perfect, but then some genius went and invented the ether. You know, that magical device that allows people to connect and communicate online. And then all of a sudden, children didn't care about the circus. They'd rather watch YouTube videos of beautiful 20-something man-children nut-tapping each other at funerals instead of coming to my circus.
To be fair, that does sound very funny and entertaining.
It does. Do you know any good videos of that?
Oh, yeah, sure. You got to look up, his name is Crispin Duncan. Crispin Duncan's videos, they're great. He goes to various people's military funerals, and he just does all sorts of hilarious, inappropriate pranks. It's super edgy, but I think it's pretty funny, and it makes sense why we went bankrupt. But the saddest part is, before I could ever even unveil Pukanichi, my perfect, beautiful clown boy, the circus closed down. I went into a depressive spiral, spending thousands of dollars on snails and snail-related paraphernalia.
Okay, but these sandwiches are delicious.
They're super good.
They're really good,
very
yeah.
good.
They're super... I'm sorry about, whatever it is. I haven't been paying attention, but these sandwiches are just so flippin'
Is that a
good.
mesquite barbecue sauce on that sandwich?
It
It's
is.
delightful, mixed with a little bit of a tangy mayonnaise. I love it.
Yeah,
It's tangy,
so
it's sweet, it's salty, it's hitting all the flavors.
Yes, let's all take a bite.
It's perfectly balanced in my mouth.
Yeah.
Some umami in there.
He really knows what
umami.
I think all those books, I think he's got some recipes in there.
And you'd think that the meat would be overwhelming, but it actually balances it quite nicely.
Yeah.
He's read up on his book.
So anyway, I was forced to take a job working for that freaky little goblin Daryl. And then, one day I got a call from an unidentified number saying that they were a big fan of me circus and all my little bony babies. They told me they had a job for me that would take care of my financial woes for good. I mean, how could I refuse a final curtain call, So I grabbed Pukanichi and I headed to the specified location. We were able to take out Daryl, but then that wily partner of his, Francis, started investigating the murder. We were left with no choice but to kidnap him to keep him quiet. So anyway, I let Pukanichi handle the mission. Because ever since Daryl's murder, he's kind of developed a taste for blood. The only reason I even came into town was to buy supplies to keep Francis alive. I would have gotten away with it too, if not for my love of these wonderfully horrible snails.
Wait, did this unidentified number contact you before or after you got fired as the butler?
It was, let me think, I'm trying to recall.
I just assumed you wanted revenge because they fired you, but there's a whole nother party involved.
Well, I got fired because, yes, it was, It was after I got fired, yes. Thank you for clarifying that very important plot detail.
Thanks. Yeah, Legsy's been taking notes.
So Hollis collapses to the ground, starts weeping. And just as he does this, a cadre of mall cops arrive to take him away. And they
Blart.
all look exactly like Paul Blart.
No, we can't lose the real Blart. Oh, wait, no, he's huge now. Never mind.
Well, what happens is they come to take Hollis away, and they see all Blart, and they just all fall to their knees and start worshiping him.
Is this like going to be like the Bye Bye Butterfree episode of Pokemon where we realize we have to let Blart go, be with the other Blarts?
I think we do, yeah.
Oh, Blart.
This is his home. This is where he belongs.
Mall.
All Blart looks at you, and then he looks over at the mall Blarts, and he looks back at you, and he's not sure what to do.
We mouth the word go.
Go to them. You're free.
Roxa's just giving a thumbs up.
Albart walks over to the mall cops. He looks back at you for a moment, and he pulls out a texting thread like you have, and he puts it on his wrist, and then he holds his hand over his heart and kind of makes a face that says, "I'll never forget you."
Oh, Blart.
Oh my God.
So Albart walks over to the other mall cops, and he restrains Hollis while the other mall cops start fawning over him and like pulling out leaves and fans and just sort of like adulating, just sort of kind of, worshiping Alblart. And while he's being restrained by Alblart, Hollis reveals the location of his hideout. He says, "You can find Francis and Pukanichi hiding out in Daryl's observatory at the top of Klimix Mountain."
Klimix Mountain?
Klimix Mountain.
How's that spelled?
It's like fantasy, it's got a lot of apostrophes and whatnot.
Sure.
Good.
Guys, I get the feeling we might be nearing the end of our journey. I don't know what it is.
Can you reveal the name of the unidentified number that contacted you?
I didn't. I forgot to star 69 it.
Oh my gosh.
So I do not remember the number. It was totally encrypted.
So, and you don't know who that person was? You never met them? They've only contacted you?
They were using a voice modulator. I couldn't tell who it was.
It's a mysterious reveal.
Anyway, you can find Francis and Pukanichi at the observatory at top of Klimix Mountain, but you'll need to pass through the wily woods to get there. But it should not be a problem for three lassies as capable as you. But please, tell Pukanichi not to worry about me. Old Holly still has a few tricks up his sleeve. And as he's saying this, all the mall cops descend on him and beat the crap out of him.
I think he wasn't resisting.
No. This is the only action they get, so.
Yeah. The mall cops and their new leader, Alblart, take him away to be processed. And Rebecca Estes comes over to you and thanks you for saving her life. And as a reward, she gives each of you a blind shell, which is a horrible snail in a blind box, so you can't tell which one you're getting until you open it. It could be a super rare one, or it could just be another Gastrotod. You won't know until you open it. So you tell Rebecca you're headed to Klimix Mountain, and she graciously calls you a hoofer as a way of thanking you yet again. And she says that your driver, Mississippi Salad Bar, will be here in 4 minutes.
Wonderful.
So you got 4 minutes. What do you want to talk about?
Wow, guys. That was a lot, huh?
Yeah.
So what do we do with this giant truck and my dad and...
While you're waiting, the magic starts to fade. I do think that Beauregard is still a car, though.
He just not as big?
Yeah.
Okay.
Beauregard is still like a little car. I think that like one of you could ride in Beauregard, but like not everyone.
It would be like a Mario Kart situation.
Precisely. Do you say goodbye to your dad, or is he coming with us?
I mean, how's he gonna get back?
Well, I mean, probably the same way you came.
Can we just...
Does the
as the
dad
magic
mug send him
fades.
back when you're done hanging out?
We could send him back.
He's probably got a lot of work to do,
Yeah, he was in the middle of working. We inconvenienced him enough. So, bye, Dad.
Also, I'm not trying to split the reward 4 ways, you know what I'm saying?
Nah,
Yeah.
he wouldn't take it. It's fine.
So you
Gotta get that cash.
I think the way it works is like when you summon him, you pour out the contents of the mug, and when you want to return him, you just break the mug, and he returns to his library to resume his studies. And the mug, unfortunately, has been used up.
Okay.
And as he disappears, as you're all waving goodbye, this is a big goodbye episode. I didn't plan it that way. As you're all waving goodbye, Mississippi Salad Bar arrives, and you hop in the Hoofer. and she takes you right up to the edge of the Wily Forest. As you're leaving the car, you notice a large sign right in front of you, and it reads, "Welcome to Wily Woods, home of Bronson Craster, the Monster Master. Prepare to duel."
Oh my god.
Whoa. I'm ready to fight. Oh my god, I'm filled with sandwiches. I'm ready to fight.
Did you hear that?
Hello.
Well, look at that. It's Bronson Craster himself.
Hi, everybody. I'm Bronson Craster.
You don't seem like you're ready to fight.
Yeah,
That's what I want you to think.
The sign feels misleading.
I am ready to fight. I am very ready to fight. I super know what's going on right now.
And that's where we'll leave it. Okay, that's another episode of DRAWGA for the books. Wow, that was a wild one, y'all. That was a lot of reunions, a lot of farewells, and a blind shell rare snail in the mix. So the way this next straw poll is going to work is you're going to get to vote on whose blind shell has a rare snail in it. And the abilities and powers of that rare snail will depend upon a D6 dice roll, but we do not know whose blind shell has that rare snail in it. You guys have to vote on that. And for the action item, I want you all to respond in the comments with monsters you want to see drawn from memory for next episode.
Oh, nice.
Could be Pokemon, could be Digimon, Yu-Gi-Oh!, any sort of monster that you want to see. And those are going to be the monsters that Bronson Craster is going to summon for our girls to fight before they gain access to the observatory atop Clemix Mountain. This has been DRAWGA. Thank you so much for watching. Anything else we need to mention before we head out?
I don't think so.
Nope.
Nice. Listen to Not Another D&D Podcast. It's a podcast I do. If you like DRAWGA, you'll probably enjoy that quite a bit. It's me and Murph and Emily and Jake Hurwitz, some old College Humor buddies, doing a adventure podcast with a lot of comedy. It's not as silly as this, but still pretty fucking silly. So go check that out. Yeah, and leave your suggestions for what you want us to draw next. Don't forget to vote in the poll. And get excited for Willie Muse's guest role as Bronson Craster, the Monster Master. This has been DRAWGA, and we are very, very sorry.
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 Hey, thanks for watching that episode of Drawfee. If you like Drawfee and the stuff we make, the best way to support us is by signing up for Dropout. For around the cost of a jug of mouthwash a month, you get access to Drawfee episodes a week early, as well as a exclusive Dropout Discord where you can chat with me, and you get access to the Dropout exclusive shows like Cartoon Hell, I Made That Show, Actually, which I was on, and Rank Room, which I was also on. It's a good time. Start your free trial. Go to dropout.tv. Please. Please.